Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorg on 111, and welcome back to Blueprints, where we are going to start the day by heading downstairs. I need to get some information. So one thing we learned is that the boat stays on the last side that you left it on, which means I should be able to go down here and actually get into the tomb, I believe. So this will get us on the north side of the reservoir, which is where the boat is currently parked. I don't know if you remember when we were in the trading post, it has, the boat is here, great. Inside the trading post there was a stick of dynamite that we couldn't pick up, it was too dangerous to move. And in the last episode we crafted the glass burner or whatever it was that can ignite candles and fuses, it said. So once we get that item again with the trading post, we obviously have to blow up the dynamite. And who knows what that's going to do. But that'll be something to happen in the future most likely. Okay, so then from this side, can I walk back into the tomb? I can't walk back into the tomb. Like, now that I'm getting here, I remember every day you have to pull down Death's little thingy to get back into the tomb, right? I mean, I guess I'm here now, so I'll double check. So the fountain's closed off because there's still water in it. And if I go on this side of the mine, I could go down to the precipice from here, but the elevator wouldn't be there, and so it's not especially useful. But yeah, this door is shut, and won't be open unless I go through the tomb. Okay, so we'd have to go through the tomb each time if we want to. Okay, I want to go in the tomb anyway. Should I take... I've got a 3 and 8 shot of drafting the tomb. Well, that's assuming that they all have the same probability, which they probably don't. Oh boy, are you ready to see this cutscene again? I'll edit it out. Alright, so we're back on this side. I don't need to go through there. There's 8 doors that were non-interactable. I wonder what will make them interactable at some point in the future. I've kind of forgotten about you. Do I have a screenshot of you? Future video editing, Brian. Make sure you have a screenshot of that guy, as well as this statue, in case it makes any difference. The tomb is not here, so I'll take the tool shed today. Shovel. Nice. Thanks. And... what else do we have? Oh, lockpicks. Very nice. But I've quote-unquote wasted a lot of my steps in order to obtain that information. So, not off to a great start today. Sure, let's say the conference room. So we'll have it here at the start in case we can spread any items, and then I've got the power of the rook in the corner. I could stick that in there. Commissary is not bad. Don't need the power hammer, at least yet. Those are easy common rooms. The boudoir is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to take the boudoir. And that way we can get a free gem and eat 3 apples to get a few steps back and feel a little bit better about ourselves. Okay, but yeah, that said, I feel like there's going to be a bunch of samey stuff, and so I'll bring you back when it's not samey anymore. Alright, I happen to have picked up a treasure map, and so let's just use normal key. Freezer. I've got some money, but I'd want to do that at the end of the run, probably. Classroom's not super interesting. Laundry room. I might have a lot of money to launder. Let's draft the laundry room and see what we dig up from the treasure. So somewhere in this room there should be a treasure, I believe. If not, I'll pull up my treasure map. Yeah, here we go. Treasure map. This looks like the spot. time to start digging. It didn't start digging? What happened? There's car keys here, by the way. Did I just see a, like, diggy cursor for a minute there? Alright, seriously, what happened? I have a shovel. I have a treasure map. Here's the treasure map. It pointed right here. Let me walk away and try again. It was right around here. Is that a game bug? There it is. Okay, dig. That was kind of crazy. I got one of the lost coffers, containing 40 monies. Okay. And remind me, in the laundry room... where do I interact? Is it over here? Yeah. We could... exchanges money and gems. Exchanges keys and gems. Or keys and money. And so I could have 37 keys, for example, which is kind of ridiculous. I'm not sure that any of this is worth it. I might be able to find one of the shops where I want to spend all this money, I think. Oh, and the laundry room is a dead end. I always read that thing on the left as a door, but it's not a door. I didn't realize I was drafting a dead end room when I did that. Oh well. Let's see. Otherwise, not too much exciting has happened. Patio. Spread gem in every green room. I don't have any other green rooms yet. It would go to the conference room anyway. I think I'll take the observatory, since that's like always positive gain kind of stuff, it feels like. So we'll see what we get here. So here's the sale, but that leaves 12 remaining. Everything's 50% off, and I have tons of money. That's really good. Don't click that, because that causes dead-end rooms to appear. Okay. Learned my lesson there, I think. Lockpick works. Parlor could get me some more gems. Chapel would get me more doors. I don't need a door there. I need the veranda for more green rooms, apparently. Which is spending our gems, but maybe we'll get some back here. An old tin can, boo! And a coin. And a metal detector that's just sitting around here that I almost walked past. Alright, metal detector is like halfway to a, something cool. The glassy, lighty-uppy thingy. Alright, I do love my laboratory experiments. How about each time you find some trash while digging, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. That sounds fun. And I'm not sure if I have letters waiting for me at the mailroom right now. Maybe we'll actually draft one this time to find out. Oh, here's the mailroom. It is a dead-end room. I do still have some doors. Yeah, let's find out what packages we have coming. Although, I could put it somewhere better. Let's wait. The Nook will give me keys, and I do need the keys. Metal detector is just going off because of the keys, but I think I also see a coin. Very nice. Okay, hopefully we'll find the mailroom again later, I guess. Alright, in the drafting room I could select a new floor plan to add to the draft pool. Clock tower, we've never seen this before. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each time room you draft today. It's a dead-end room, so I don't love it for that reason. Dorm we've seen before, dovecote. Whenever you draw a dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Whenever you draw a dovecote while drafting, You may rotate floor plan. So that means if Dovecote appears as one of the 3 choices, we can do rotating. And it's an elbow. That seems pretty good to me. Let's get the Dovecote. Yeah. However, before we do that, let's read the text here about the clock tower. Alright, access greatly restricted. Okay, whatever. Let's add the Dovecote. Alright, it's permanently in the draft pool. Cool. Okay, so this is interesting. There's a key on the floor in the corner of the foyer. Hadn't seen that before. In the grade 1 classroom, there's a cupcake. I don't think I've seen this before. How much is that worth? 10 steps. Wow. It's delicious. Also an apple. Still just drafting. I have a lot of items, but I'm really curious about Lost and Found, so let's go ahead and draft it. And my inventory is treasure, compass, lockpick, shovel, keycard, metal detector, car keys, silver keys. I've lost my keycard. Alright, but what did I find? An upgrade disc. I forgot to use the upgrade disc in one of the previous couple of episodes. And repellent. Press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan will be removed from the house and draft pool for a week. Alright. That's pretty cool. Oh, and a puzzle box. Okay. This is just like the starting configuration. How's this one work? Okay, that rotates. Okay, all of them rotate things around each other. I understand. So, doesn't this just solve it? Not quite, but I'm close. If I rotate this around, and then... Okay, I'm not as close as I thought. Don't worry, be happy. Let's bring those 2 down here, and then that, and then... That'll just rotate this around, which is not what I need. I need to get another one into a corner. What if I do that? Actually, before I do that, what if I do that, then that, and then this'll win? Yes, that wins. And now I press the button, or I press all 4 corners, and I get an allowance token. Nice. Permanently raised by 2. Oh, just going up and up. The black pawn is in the Lost and Found. Okay, I've already found other black pawns, but it's good to have more. So before I forget about it, repellent and upgrade disc. Do I have any computers in the house yet? I do. I have the lab. And it's not that far away, so I should walk back to the lab and use my upgrade disc. And then, what room do I hate seeing? Honestly, the laundry room is kind of sucky. So, it's on my way to the lab. I have plenty of steps. Is there something to see here? Hold on. Yeah, I've never been in this room. Hold on. We need to read this. Okay, items from the past may resurface. It's currently an unusual room. Are there any other objects in here? This model airplane is kind of interesting, and this is part of a sigil. This is informational. We can't see the core, but we can see the motes, we can see the wiggly lines, and we can see this thing, which corresponds to a color. So, video editing, Brian, be sure to take a screenshot of this. Okay, then I'm going to go into the laundry room and press X. Alright, it will not appear for a week. Great. Then I'm trying to find my way back to the lab, which is just through the observatory and the veranda. Great. So let's use our upgrade disc and get some more permanent improvements. Scanning disk. Parlor. We see that all the time. Three gem prize. 2 wind-up keys. Oh, that would let you try 2 of the different boxes. I usually get it the first try, so that's not a problem. Or funeral parlor. Prize is equal to... What does that say? Red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box on funeral parlor, lose 30 steps. Wow. I see how now red rooms are for experts. I would be happy enough with the 3 gem prize. It's a very simple, straightforward upgrade, so I'm going to take that one. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Having done all that, I can still draft past Lost and Found, so I guess I'm headed back there. You've lost your car keys every time you entered the Lost and Found. And there isn't a something. Whenever you enter this room, you lose a random item. Okay, so there's another disadvantage to Lost and Found. Okay, that was useful to learn, and useful to learn on this run, where I don't need the car keys because the garage is... I can't draft it at this point, because it's only on the west wing. Parlor, 3x prize. Yes, please. Let's try out our upgraded parlor. And we'll do it together. The black box is true. The gems are in the true box. The blue box is true. So, if this was true, then this would also be true. Meaning this would be false, which means the gems would be in here in the white case, and that is all self-consistent. Oh, and there's an apple over here. How delicious. Great. Remind me, do I have an experiment going? Yeah, trash wall digging. I need to find some digging spots. But in any case, give me 3 gems, please. Okay, this will do some good things for our gem counts in the future. I can't pick this lock. This is my last key. But we'll go ahead and use it. Hey, 5 digging spots. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, trophy room. I don't have enough. Okay, it takes 5. Wow. Okay, we learned about the trophy room. I need 5 gems to even get into the trophy room. So, well, with multiple parlors in the draft pool, and they're now worth 3 gems apiece, and we start the day with 2 gems, like, that's becoming more within reach. Also, I see a thing that I can't open. A letter's been delivered to the mailroom. The trunk is locked. I don't have any keys or a sledgehammer. Or wait, do I have a sledgehammer? Hold on. So many letters in the mailroom next time I draft it. Are there any objects in here? Sadly, I think there are not. Okay. Final room up here. Now would be a great time to get the mailroom. I love the conservatory too much. I love being able to change rarities, even if sometimes I don't get what I want. Also, I love having more digging spots. Alright, we got a coin. And we got some pebbles, which means we get another letter in the mailroom. Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many letters. Oh, hey. Those are nice. Magnifying glass, that might still be relevant today. Alright, the casino. It's unusual. I wouldn't mind if it's rare. The chances I'm going to use that are extremely low. So I will confirm that one. Drawing room. I like this room. It's already commonplace, so that's appropriate. Coat check. I have a standard. That's also appropriate. I feel like I find it often enough when I want it. Okay, so we made the casino even rarer because it seems like it's mostly garbage. Okay, great. I have to go back through the lost and found, so I'm going to lose another item. I lost my metal detector. Oh no! Metal detector, why? Guess what I found in the dark room? I just found a utility closet to turn on the lights. 11:28. I'm no longer stumped. So, I brute forced that, but now I figured out where the solution to that puzzle was. Any other things, since I have a magnifying glass, that I want to look at in here? With the magnifying glass, I think I can see the reflection of a room, possibly, and like see what room we're in or something. I might be making that up. That's probably worth taking a screenshot of, though. When I'm in the office, is this object behind the computer, whatever that object might be? I'm not sure. That might be worthy of investigation as well. With the magnifying glass, I can read this note that he's holding. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. We found a green memo that said that there were 12 special keys. I don't remember if we found it in Hartley's room, but this is definitely new information. However, is this on a red card? It's hard to tell with the red lights of the dark room and the black and white photo, because that might be false, which would mean it was true. Which is, I think, actually the implication. I think there will be 12 keys, and we didn't know how to interpret green cards before, but now that I've seen this, now we do. So I'm going to imagine that's a red card, it's false, which means the green cards are true, I think is how I choose to interpret it. Oh no, I do have the garage. I just realized. So I lost the car keys. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've already been inside the car, I don't think. Alright, well, I have an opportunity to get the mailroom. So let's see how many letters I have. Order placed. Let's see, remind me how... Okay, here's all the letters, I guess. So that's the one from Dad that we already read. Simon, my name is Randolph Moore. You're a lab technician working on heating and cooling. And the lead lab technician worked for a decade. Glad you ran some experiments. You're the guy checking the radiation levels that we see in the shelter. Off-site connections have been disabled during your stay. We're all rooting for you when you run successful experiments. Best of luck. All right. Randolph again. You need the network password. It's Swan Song. Well, I figured that out on my own a long, long time ago. But thanks. More from Randolph. This one has a 9 and a 3 up in the corner. Alright, this just confirms my suspicions and also kind of suggests what's happening with the lab needing steam power from the boiler. Alright. In case it's useful, here's a rough diagram of the steam duct system. Oh. Ducts are quite flexible. Look along the ceilings of many rooms and you'll find they've been outfitted with steam ducts as long as you line them together. Yeah, okay, so basically I got 4 letters from Randolph that were all kind of telling me things that I'd already either suspected or figured out on my own. But, you know, now we know. Anything else here in the mailroom for me today? There's the thing about the utility lights. It's always good to look again, as with fresh eyes I might see things that I failed to see in the past. But I think maybe that's it in here. I have 50 gold and I just drew the gift shop. Oh baby. We gonna buy something today. A little something something. Alright. I think the lunchbox is pretty good because steps have become a problem. Swim trunks seem very circumstance... what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. The t-shirt just looks nice. Permanent addition to the walk-in closet. I don't know that we ever see ourselves in a mirror, so I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. but I think I will take the lunchbox. It's a permanent edition. And I'll take the t-shirt as well. I guess I could have waited and see if I get some more money to try to get the thing that costs 40, the swim trunks. But I'm happy to get one thing done. Walk-in closet. Let's check it out. Yeah, I want to see this t-shirt. There it is. It just looks nice. Look how nice it looks. Are you appreciating how nice it looks? It's a permanent addition to the walk-in closet. Alright, 4 items. Zing, zang, zoom, and a zizzle. Okay, very good, very good. Alright, well, I've run out of rooms in this estate house, so we're going to call it a day. Another perplexing chateau. We had one new room. It was the lost and found. We learned a bit about it. We sprayed away the laundry room. And yeah, I'm going to say that I hope as always that you all are having a great day. And I'll see you again soon with more blueprints. For now, bye-bye.